What's up, everybody? I hope everyone's doing absolutely fantastic out there. Winter is here, so it's time to put on your warm winter clothing and jacket, so hence the jacket. Anyways, y'all, in this video, we're gonna be going over the MKM Isonzo Hawkbill style blade, and if that is something you are into, then stick around for the rest of the video, y'all. Let's go. So y'all, once again, my name is Ace with Carolina Cutlery and Gear, and I hope everyone's doing absolutely fantastic out there. Don't forget to subscribe and all that good stuff. I could care less about the comments. If you want to comment, great too, but subscribing is even better. But anyways, y'all, as I said earlier, this is the MKM Isonzo. This is the Hawkbill style blade, or S-curve blade, by MKM Monago knife makers, of course, from Italy. If you didn't not know, hence the name, Monago. Sounds luxurious, right? Sounds luxurious. It's got M390 steel blade on it. It's got that nice, really nice finger choil. It feels really, really great in hand for sure. Very, very sharp. This knife is very, very sharp, y'all. It's got a finger choil, some jimping on the back of that blade there. Very slicey, thin blade. As you can see, you can get up on it with that finger choil and the handle. You can really get up on this. Deep carry pocket clip on this thing, but y'all, it feels very comfortable in hand. Very nice for those precision cuts and slicing. And S-curve blades, y'all, are definitely in my top 3 favorite blades. I can't say which is number 1, 2. It's kind of an assortment. I love the Persians, Warncliffes, S-curve, Hawk style blade, hence why I love that Raptor so much. And I'm having a mind fart here. The Ruffian by CJRB. Yeah, the Ruffian. Check out the video that I did on the Ruffian, because you're going to want to buy one after you see that video. But enough about that. It's about this knife here and this video. Once again, MKM knives with Isonzo collaboration here. Deep carry pocket clip. I mentioned that earlier. It has this little carabiner style clip-on part of the blade, so you can put a lanyard on there if necessary. Y'all, this is a very, very small knife. This is definitely an office knife for sure. You can finger flick it. The flipper tab on this though really sucks. I mean, you gotta really whack it out. You have to really force it. And I'm giving it just a slight snap of my wrist to pop it out, you know, to get it. And even then, it's not as fast as me putting the finger in there and finger flicking it. And y'all, I've admitted this a million times. I'm absolutely god awful at finger flicking. And I've finally, on some of the knives, I look like an expert, especially with that Ruffian. I look like an expert finger flicker, but generally I suck at finger flicking knives. But when you're finger flicking this knife, and I have medium-sized hands, you really got to clear it, because that little tip of that blade there will definitely nick your fingers if it's if they're in the way there. But really beautiful blade. Once again, very, very sharp. So yeah, y'all, I'm really having a hard time trying to figure out why this knife is $70. Like I said, it's a very small knife. Obviously, it's premium quality steel, and the handle, the lockup on it is great. It's in collaboration with, you know, a custom knife maker. I'm trying to figure out why it's so much money. Not on sale, this thing is $100, so look to pay around $100-ish on this knife. And I'll have all the technical specs up on the screen like I normally do, and it'll also show a few more of the other colored handles you can get. You can also get the blade in that all black coating on the blade, and various handles, micarta, I can't remember. There's also some type of marble blue and red that are exclusive to Smoky Mountain Knives and Blade HQ, things of that nature. But look to pay around $100-ish, y'all, for this knife. So it's a lot. And there's a lot of knives in that $100 category that you could also go with. But if you're looking for the gentleman style carry slash everyday carry, but we also have to always think with any type of pocket knife, it can be used as a secondary self-defense. This would definitely be right up in that alley and in that category for sure. So if you're willing to pay that $70 for this knife or the $100, then this is something you definitely probably want to look into. You don't have to get it in the hawkbill style blade. You can get it with the standard spear point style blade, as well as they kind of have a sheep's foot style blade as well. Again, y'all, the finger flick, the flipper tab on this sucks. It just does. I have to really flick it out. I think if they wanted to they needed to put a little bit more jimp. They need to put some. There is none. They need to put some jimping on the flipper tab and push it out that flipper tab a little bit more, and then you'd be able to trigger that and flick it out quick. Because you've really got to flick this thing out if you're using, your index finger to flipper tab it out. It's easier to use the single finger flick aspect on this knife. So y'all, I also want to mention about the pocket clip on this. This pocket clip does have a lot of tension on the pocket clip. It is rather stiff, so you're going to need to break this in or do what you got to do to make it not as stiff, but it is a pocket grabber for sure. It's not going to tear it up because it has that wire clip on it, but it is secure in the pocket. But once again, it does have a lot of tension on it as well. Forgive me, y'all, if there's a lot of environmental noise and different shit going on in the background. That is what happens when you're filming in the great outdoors. But hallelujah for the great fresh air and all that good stuff. So y'all have a couple knives, three knives that I can compare this with, so y'all have like just a slight reference. Not for no particular reason. Here you have the Ruffian by CJRB. I always want to say CRJB, but whatever. So there's your reference with the Ruffian. And here is the Spyderco Reinhold Rhino. This is about very close to the same size of knife. Check out the review I did on this Spyderco knife, which I just don't like this Reinhold Rhino. I really don't. It's not my favorite design by Spyderco, not even close. It's just not good. I like this knife way better than I like this Spyderco Reinhold. So don't check the video out on this. You probably are not going to want to buy it. It's just not the best Spyderco you can buy out there. So there's a reference there with the Spyderco Reinhold. Okay, I have another tinier S-curve hawkbill style blade, and it's the Spyderco Cricket with that carbon fiber on there. I love this knife. This is a fantastic little gentleman's carry knife. Very slept on knife. Also a great little self-defense knife too, but mainly non-scary for the office. The Cricket is a classic. If you don't have the Cricket, go get one of those for sure. I haven't done a video on this Cricket, but I definitely will. This knife is still very, very sharp. As you can see, y'all, extremely similar style blades. Spyderco calls this the S-curve blade, but they are hawkbill blades slash S-curve style blade. The Cricket is obviously much smaller. One of my favorite Spyderco knives though, once again. So there's a little reference point for some of the other knives that I have in my collection and for you guys and gals out there. So the flicking quality on this knife is absolutely fantastic when you finger flick. The flipper tab, once again, y'all, is absolutely trash on this knife. It just sucks. It needs to be much bigger and have some of that jimping on there to really get after it. People that have larger hands are probably going to struggle with the flipper tab on there, because I have medium hands and I struggle tremendously. But finger flicking, it's good, and it's super duper obviously fun and fidgety to finger flick. See, I missed it there too. So you really got to practice with it as well. And I just you didn't see it, but I barely skimmed my pinky finger with the tip of that blade there. So you have to clear it when you're trying to flick it. Probably a little bit more handle would have been also, maybe just right about there, would have been a little bit better for some of those larger larger, gosh, I can't even say that. It's like Porky Pig, dig a little bit, that's all, folks. For some of those larger handed fellows and gals out there, maybe a little bit bigger handle would have been great, but it is very comfortable in my hand. I'm not gonna say that it's not. It's fantastically comfortable. I love the way it feels. Very, very sharp on this knife. Great lockup, deep carry pocket clip. The flipper tab on it, once again, for the third or fourth time that I mention it, it sucks. So it's something that they definitely need to work on. So y'all, to summarize once again, this is the Asanzo MKM Hawkbill Blade knife by MKM. Deep carry pocket clip, M390 steel. You can get this in the handles in different colors. Micarta, marble blue, lava color. I think I said micarta already. There's a black handled as well. There's an all black version. Different blade shapes, spear point. There's a Warney style-ish blade, but we'll call it more sheep's foot, on these knives. So y'all, once again, my name is Ace with Carolina Cutlery and Gear, and I hope everyone's having a fantastic day, night, afternoon, wherever it may be. Don't forget to smile. Make somebody else smile too, y'all, and I will see you in the next video, and don't forget to subscribe for your boy. Bye.